right, y'all ready? Y'all ready? Plattsburgh just woke up. I knew we had a big crowd here for a reason. Got a lot of locals in this event. You ready? You ready to hear this crowd? I haven't even introduced you yet, and they're crawling out there. So here we go. Boat number 3 this morning, from all the way over in Plattsburgh, New York. Give it up for our number 3 pro, Ryan Latinville. How about that, man? How cool is that?
That feels pretty good to hear that right there.
I know you guys are exhausted. The whole staff, we're exhausted too, man. Been a long, hard week for everybody. But let's weigh these fish. We're getting close to crowning us a champion. 21-3 on day 1, our biggest bag of day 1. Day 2, pump the brakes just a tad. Still managed 19-2. So here we are, championship Saturday. We got 5, right?
We got 5 in there. 5 healthy ones.
Name of the game is to bring 5. Garrett, he says he's got 5 healthy ones. I don't know what that means. Got some, we need 17-1, so we're going to need not just 3-pounders. Do we have some 4-pounders in the bag?
We've got a couple 4-pounders.
Uh-oh, Garrett, got some 4s. Rounded up with the rest of them are 3s?
A little over 3.
Oh, no, Garrett. Let's see. Take my hand off the bag, looking for 17-1. He likes what he sees. New leader, 18 pounds, 11 ounces. We're up to 59 pounds even. Yep, let's get these down here. Get you a hold of one of them, or 2 of them. Got the young gun up-and-comer right here with the matching jersey. Let's get a good photo. Hey, friend, let's get some water on these real quick and then bring it right back to me. There you go. How about that for a photo? That's what I'm talking about. Come up here, friend. Drop these fish in here and we'll talk. I'll swap sides with you. You're good over there. First of all, who we got right here?
We got my little Jax, my little boy Jax.
Little Jack. Jack, can you give me 5? Faster. Atta boy. Is Jack a fisherman?
We're about to get him out here. Daddy's been a little bit too busy this week, focusing on trying to win this thing. But I'll tell you what, I've already won. Got wicked good family out there. Everybody supporting me. Great sponsors. And to be sitting in this position in the top 3, going out with Bryan Labelle, one of my best friends, Brett Carnright ahead of me. He's my cousin. And me sitting here in 3rd is just unbelievable. Couldn't ask for a better event, and I couldn't ask for better support from everybody. Thank you.
Look at this crowd, man. This is your hometown, Plattsburgh, New York.
New York showed up.
No doubt, man. It's one of the largest crowds I've been doing this a long time. This is a great crowd. How many people you think are out here?
There's got to be 100 plus.
No doubt about it. Way over 100. I can tell you that.
A couple hundred.
Yeah, I think you're closer now.
I didn't even see that way.
You didn't even see those guys.
Oh, my God.
Those guys are Rick Harrison. They're from Texas. He's all the way over here from Del Rio, Texas.
Wow.
That's right, man.
Welcome to Champlain.
I don't know if you were up here. I think I only mentioned this one time this week, but I had Tom Evers at our home office. He ran us a report. When I weighed day 1 on Thursday, I was seeing all of these states from South Dakota to Texas to Kansas, Illinois, Indiana, all of them. I had Tom run me a report. I said, Tom, run me a report. I want to know how many states are represented in this tournament. What do you think the number was?
Oh, my God. 20?
How about 41?
Oh, my God.
41 states represented to come right here to Plattsburgh, New York, and enjoy Lake Champlain. So you guys have got an awesome fishery right here, the resource here. I mean, it's unbelievable fishery here. But what's your number 1 bait here this week on Champlain?
I caught everything on a Somatis HTW this week. It's a little Ned rig worm that works great. I fish bedfish most of the week. Today I tried to take a gamble and fish for some largemouth and caught them, but just not big enough. But I do got to say one thing. I got my cousin coming up behind me. And if one of us gets this done, it's a win. I don't care who wins it between us two. We already won.
Is it going to be close? Is there going to be some drama here?
There's going to be some drama.
All right, man. I can't wait to see it. Final moment. I know you got a great crowd here in front of you. Anybody couldn't make it that's online that you want to say hey to?
I think everybody's here.
They got to be.
Yeah.
They got to be.
This crowd.
The whole town's here. All right, man. We're going to let you go. We're going to weigh these fish. Don't get too far away. We're going to crown us a champion. All right. Seems like it's going to be a family deal from here on out. We'll see how it shakes out. Hey, Jody, will you hand that to Ryan for me, please? Hey, Ryan, hurry back after you get those fish down there for me, please. Hurry back. We're going to crown us a champion. Brett Carnright's. They weren't quite ready. I think Plattsburgh can do better than that. Next up on the pro side from all the way over in Plattsburgh, New York, give it up for Brett Carnright. Man, the hometown showed up here this afternoon. Am I wrong?
No, they did. This looks like the biggest crowd we've had in a couple of years here, and we've got a ton of our family here. Ryan Latinville, and we got the Latinville crew and the Carnright crew, and we're having a big 4th of July party. So a lot of our relatives just flew in pretty much like 2 days ago, so they're all here to watch it. And man, what an unreal event so far! To go out 1, 2, 3, Brian, one of my best friends, the best angler that's ever lived on Lake Champlain, Ryan Latinville, who I would say is probably, I don't know, top 5 on this lake. And then, I mean, it's just been unreal. Like, Ryan and I started fishing together.
Hey, can I stop you just for a second? Let's weigh these fish. Then you can talk all you want to. We want to get these fish back in the water. 20 pounds and an ounce on day 1. 20 pounds, 6 ounces yesterday. 5 more today. We need 18 pounds, 9 ounces to dethrone Ryan Latinville. 18.9 we're looking for. Give him 19 pounds, 4 ounces, up to 59.11. Let's see a couple. And we'll get these fish back in the water just as quickly as we can. I don't want to hear the rest of the story. As Paul Harvey says, that's the rest of the story. Whew, beautiful smallmouth right there. Big round of applause. New leader, Brett Carnright. Hey, Fran, you can go ahead and take those if you want. He's going to stay here. All right, 59 pounds, 11 ounces now. Sorry to stop you. I mean, you were rolling right there. I know when I get distracted up here, I don't even know what I was saying part of the time. So, man, just pick back up where you left off if you can. Tell me my weigh-in screen's gone, just so you know.
Well, so Ryan and I, we've been fishing since we were 9 and 10 years old. In 2002 was when we first started fishing on this lake. I grew up right on Cumberland Head over by the ferry, so it's always been like my dream to fish these tournaments, you know, growing up, and to have some success doing it so far in my young career. It's just been amazing. And to see one of my best friends, Brian, win in 2022, it was just unbelievable. And the fact that all of the 3 of us here had a chance at winning today, to repeat basically last year, it was just, man, it's a dream come true.
No doubt, man. Well, let's talk fishing just a little bit, and then we're going to bring him up. We're going to crown us a champion. So a great week for you. Going to be you or Brian coming up. Going to hold that trophy up here in just a minute. But what's been your number 1 bait here this week on Lake Champlain?
So I've been catching the majority of my fish either on a mega bass spark shad with a 3/8 ounce VMC jig head on it, catching them on live scope, and as well as bed fishing. So I had a pretty good plan with the bed fishing deal. I put in, I believe, 7 days of work. I was out pretty much daylight to dark every day for 7 days straight. I found 13 real big ones, and I was able to catch about 11 or 12 of those throughout the event, and just had to be very strategic with what I was going to use each day. And I caught a couple mystery fish that the water was too dirty, and I would just live scope around on these gravel flats and just pitch and hope that, I'm running Lowrance Electronics. Their GPS is unreal, and it would take me 10, 15, 20 minutes, and I would get one of them, but they were big. They're like 4 1/4 or 4 1/2s that I had previously found, a few days before spawning. Yesterday morning, I started out with that, with the live scope deal, trying to catch bedfish, and I caught 3 great big ones. And I knew I had 5 for today that were in clear water, and I ran to them and checked them all with using the flogger. I could see them all; they were all locked. I ran up there this morning, caught all 5 of them in like 45 minutes. It was unreal. I think by 6:50 I had 19 1/4. I did go up and live scope a little bit, throwing the spark shad. I caught a couple 3 3/4 doing that, but nothing that culled. And the flogger was the main deal. The flogger and the electronics actually is, even though I'm sight fishing, I was using electronics and stuff to catch them. So
what part of your body is the biggest workout? Doing that flogger 3 days straight, or you've been doing it, like you said, 7 days of practice? I know that was part of practice as well, man. It's a workout. I see you guys out there doing it in these photos and on the live stuff, but what's sore right now? I know you're exhausted and worn out. What's hurting right now from running that flogger all week?
So for me, I don't really lay down. I kind of lean on my right knee and keep my left leg out a little bit, and then use my forearm. I actually lay it across the gunnel of the boat, and it's been I've actually healed up because the water got so dirty I couldn't really use the flogger as much, so I was relying more on my electronics. And so the last 2 days I've actually completely pretty much healed, which is nice. But usually my right knee gets so sore that it feels like it's extremely inflamed every night whenever I get home. And man, I don't know how much longer I can do that. I don't know how guys that are in their 40s and 50s can do that. It's
hey, easy. So easy.
I feel like I'm on borrowed time here with the flogger.
All right, man. Are you ready to crown a champion?
Yes, sir.
All right. Swap sides with me. We'll bring up our round 1 leader, your buddy. Let's make sure we're good here. We are. Bryan Labelle has won here before. From over in Heinsberg, Vermont. 20 pounds, 12 ounces of bass on day 1. Backed it up day 2. 20 pounds, 3 ounces. I'm pushing down right now. They don't see what it is right now. He's got over 30. I can tell you because I'm pushing. So we do have 5 in the bag, Brian.
We do.
All right. We need 18, 12, so we're going to need some 4-pounders.
Yeah.
Got some 4s?
We got one.
Got one.
We got one scary.
One big largemouth. I'll take my hand off looking for 18, 12. We got 5. 17 pounds, 4 ounces. Your champion is Bryan Labelle, getting it done on day 3. Woo, Plattsburgh, New York. Let me get these fish out of here. What about that, Plattsburgh? Your hometown kid, man.
Bring Ryan up here.
Hey, we're going to take a group photo, but we're not getting everybody on this stage because I think it'll just right. All right, bring him up here, and then we'll get a big group one with everybody. There you go. How about all 3 of you guys? How about all 3? Brian, get up here. We can handle that many. But I can see a big photo coming with maybe 30, 40, 50 people. We can't handle that many. Got it, Charles? Get it, Jody? Man, what an awesome week. I see Phoenix across the jersey. I got to ask, you are part of the Phoenix MLF 5 contingency program, correct?
Yes, I am.
That's going to add a mere $35,000 to your check. I'm not 100% sure. I'll make him look on my screen here. It's not up there yet, but I know it's going to be a near 6-figure payday for you, man.
Unbelievable. In 2018, I came in second in this same tournament. It was the same week. I got beat by Ron Nelson. I was leading going into the final day and caught about 18.5 pounds and got beat by a few ounces. Since then...
What happened right there was they poked the bear. Right there is what happened.
Yeah, that's kind of what started the Ron Nelson show. But Ron, I actually just saw him a few days before practice started. He was up here before the Potomac event, and he was like, "This is your event." I just saw him while I was walking off the dock, or coming off the docks onto the land, and he said it was my time again. And honestly, Bryan Labelle's been telling me I was going to win this tournament since the schedule came out. He said every time we talk to each other on the phone, hey, I'm talking to the Toyota Series champion for 2023. And I go, who, me? I'm talking to him? Because I thought he was going to win. But, man, what a way to do it. Like, there's not a more skilled angler to beat on the final day than Bryan. I've been saying it for years that he's the best angler that's ever lived on this lake. And I thought the mountain was unclimbable, and man, I can't believe it.
So I got one more question. I'm gonna let you go soak this in with your family. So you guys are family and best friends. So what's it like the week of the tournament? You guys are all out there practicing, and is it like sneaky snake? Like I got this found over here, but I'm not gonna tell him, or is it all just group information? Are we sharing info, or is it like I ain't even calling him? I ain't saying what's going on the week of the tournament?
So Ryan and I share everything 100%. So he knew exactly what he had, or I knew what he had for weight, and he knew what I would have for weight and stuff. Like we had it all kind of planned out and talk about the game plan. What are you going to use for day 1, day 2, and try to go over different scenarios. Brian's pretty sneaky with us though. He doesn't really tell us much. I mean, he'll tell us if he catches a. He told me last night, he goes, I found a great big pile of green ones this afternoon, and I was like, man, he just probably slammed the door shut, but we'll give it our best shot. And so, but we talk. We're the only, as Ryan, myself, and Brian, those are the only really guys that I really share a lot of info with on the lake, and it's worked out pretty well.
Absolutely, man. No doubt about it. We're going to let you go. I know you guys want to get a big group photo. We like to do it up here a lot of times, but there's way too many. I don't think our stage can handle it. So y'all get your group together. Follow Charles. You're going to get a group photo of them and their whole group all down by the lake. To the lake, Charles. Is that where you want to go? Where do you want to? All right, if you guys will go right down there, we want to get a group photo, every one of you guys. So we're going to go print